so glad y'all could join us this evening for this interview. I have some questions first. I'd like to start with Sister Bailey. Sister Bailey, what challenges do you face?
Well, right now, because of 2 surgeries I had back to back, I lost my employment, and then I gained 2 jobs. One which is looking for a job and fighting for the unemployment benefits that I deserve. And then it caused me a little anxiety, stress, and depression.
Yes, and I know in spite of that, you still remain zealous in the ministry and here at the meetings, and you were very encouraging to all of us. The second question, Sister Bailey, is what helps you to avoid this prolonged discouragement?
Well, I think back to when I first made my prayer to Jehovah before my baptism, on my dedication, and knowing what it meant that I would be doing is doing His will. And I really use 1 Thessalonians 5:17. I pray incessantly to help me keep going. The meeting attendance, it's such a joy to be here with the friends. I call this home because it really feels home when I'm here. I don't think about any other problems that I have, not even the pains or the aches that I have. And my personal study and reading the material that the Faithful and Discreet Slave provides for us, and knowing that the ministry is very important, and I, would like other people also to know how they too can enjoy a life not like this system.
Well, thank you, Sister Bailey. Also, how has the congregation given you practical assistance?
They've truly been very good to me. I've had monetary help, very encouraging words, kindness in every way they could show. And I have this dear sister, somehow she makes me believe she has a money tree. And that is very encouraging because everyone here, I know no matter where I am, as long as I'm with Jehovah's people, I will be taken care of because Jehovah said I would be.
Okay, very good. And finally, how do you benefit from having a regular share in the ministry?
Well, one thing it does, it keeps me focused on God's kingdom and keep the focus off myself. And here, again, the friends are wonderful because sometimes I'm limited in what I can do and what I can't do. I may not can stay out as long, but they're very kind and taking me back to my car. And even one time when I was feeling bad, the sister wouldn't even take me to my car. She took me home, and the friends let my car stay at their house for a couple of days.
Well, very nice. Now, Brother Castillo, what challenges do you face?
Brother Cash, I still feel young, but I'm not. My body tells me different. I do suffer a lot with my feet. I have neuropathy on my legs, and I struggle to walk. It's a struggle every day, but I know that it's a challenge for me to come here. But Jehovah, like you read in Philippians 4:13, Jehovah imparts power to me. But we have other things that become a challenge. Now that I've had my wife to have the stroke, and so I have a challenge there that I have to help her more than I used to. I never realized how much work she really did. And now that I'm having to do some of that work, and I still can't do all of it, it's been a challenge.
Well, we certainly appreciate you and your family there, Brother Castillo. The second question is, what helps you to avoid prolonged discouragement?
Well, being an elder, people may think that we don't get discouraged, but we get discouraged just like anybody else. And what really helps me is when I get discouraged, doing personal prayer to Jehovah and expressing to Him the way I feel and where I feel I need some help, so that I can get back on my feet. It's it's like a challenge there too, because I always have to ask him to give me the motivation and the energy to do things for the day. Because if I left it up to me, I'd just stay home and stay in bed all day long.
Very good. Well, we appreciate you being here. The third question is, how has the congregation given you practical assistance?
There's quite a few brothers here that a lot of times encourage me to go out in service, even when I felt that I couldn't do it. But they asked me, and then I couldn't say no. So, but once we're out here and we talk, and then sometimes I look at the problems that some of our other brothers are having. It really helps me to see that mine are not really that much at all. But I do appreciate the brothers, helping me out in service, and we work together, and we really have a good time with that. That helps us. I appreciate that.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And finally, how have you benefited from having a regular share in the ministry?
I have benefited quite a bit because I always tell my wife that we have to set a good example even for our children. No matter how bad we may feel or sick, that we need to be out in service so that they won't use our excuses when they get older. I always tell my girls, in a few more years, we'll all be senior citizens. They don't want to hear that. But I have really benefited because I have 5 children, and all of them except one are in the truth. And they've all taken turns in doing something with us spiritually to help us in the ministry. But the point is, too, that once I get out in the ministry, I forget actually that my legs don't hurt that much, but I was just having such a good time talking to people, and especially when you find someone that will listen to you. And Jehovah helps you to recall back all the scriptures that you thought, where did they come from? But here they are, you're able to quote. And I think, well, I've been in the truth now since 1974, and Jehovah has put a lot of wisdom and, I think, knowledge into my heart. And so I try to apply it every day in my life so that I will not forget it. And so every day I do some reading, and I benefit from that because it helps me in my field service ministry.
Don't we appreciate these fine brothers and sisters? Thank you very much.